What is going on, everyone? Tyler here from Rectify Gaming again with another unboxing video, and once again we have a PowerA controller, and this time it is for the Switch 2, the first third-party Switch 2 controller we are trying on this channel. Now we have the Switch Pro controller, which is officially by Nintendo, and that looks great. I mean, it is great, it looks great, it feels good, so much more of an improvement than the first Pro controller. Now this is more of another cheaper option. If you want to say a Pro controller, it is a wired controller. It's the PowerA Advantage controller, part of their series they have for Xbox and Nintendo consoles. Now PowerA does wireless controllers, but they're starting out the Switch 2 lines with wired, probably because it's easier, and like I said, it is a cheaper option. It goes for about 40 bucks. It has Hall effect sensors, mappable buttons, and most importantly, it has the C buttons. If you had a PowerA controller in the past for the Nintendo Switch, it should work on your Switch 2, just to keep that in mind. Just like all other Switch products, they are compatible with the Switch 2 console. Also looking on the back here, it just shows you the mappable buttons, and it does point out on the bottom is where all the buttons are located, so that'll be interesting to see. And it goes over the Hall effect sensors and the C button for game chat. And it does say it is compatible with the Switch 2, the Switch, the OLED Switch, and not the Switch Lite, so you wouldn't be able to connect this to the Switch Lite if you had one, so that is good to know as well. All right, let's get this open here, and of course we have our long wire, and if you have any other like USB-C cables from other PowerA controllers, these will work fine. Those will work fine for this one too, and just in case you lose it or however. But let's see what this controller looks like here in person. Opening it for the first time. There we go. And what's in here? There's something else in here. There's probably nothing else going on there. And nice packaging from PowerA. Ooh. Put that away. All right, so I will say holding the sticks does feel a little bit good. It feels smooth, just like the Switch Pro controller, honestly. And the buttons are all down here instead of being here, and like here, and the C button down there. They're all within one line, so you have your minus button and your plus buttons, so like start button and I guess select button, you consider this. And you have your capture button, and your C button, and your home button. All the ones that you need for the Switch 2. And here we have your regular buttons here. I mean, it's a pretty clean controller. It's very lightweight. It's a little bit lighter than the official Pro controller. Then you have these over here, your paddles. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word there. Then have your other paddles here. Looks like you can map those as well. Hard to see it in the dark over here. And then you have your 3.5 millimeter jack where you can connect the headset, which is the big deal. And we have our USB-C port and of course our triggers. And it should connect pretty easily to the controller. Boom, just like that, connects. These things are kind of annoying. I hate them, kind of, just because I have a lot of them, but it's good when you wrap the wires up if you're good at that. And yeah, no, it feels comfortable, but I'm gonna go try it out, play some Mario Kart with it, and I'll report back with my final impressions of this PowerA Advantage Switch 2 controller. All right, everyone, I have officially played the Advantage Wired Controller for Switch 2 from PowerA. Now, there are some noticeable differences. Of course, one is the lack of ease of comfortability, like where you want to play. I know they give you a 10-foot cable to play with, but when it's wired, you're kind of limited. I just prefer wireless in general, so that's one downfall. One other downfall before I get to the positives, right down here is where the buttons are laid out. I prefer them all around here. I don't know if there's any copyright issues with the Switch 2 Pro controller that they did it this way. It was hard to get used to it. I mean, I'm sure you would get used to it eventually, but for someone who uses the regular Switch controllers, it's a little different, but it has your C button, your home button, your capture button, and the plus and minus buttons, start and select. And it has your paddles on the back like we went over before. And I will say it does feel nice for a $40 controller when playing Mario Kart, even play a little bit of Cyberpunk 2077 and Street Fighter 6. So I mean the sticks are comfortable. It has Hall effect thumbsticks, and I would say for $40, it's a good gamble if you don't want to spend an extra $45 on the Switch 2 Pro controller right now. This third-party controller might be the best option on the market 1 month into the release of the Switch 2. I wouldn't say it's the best one. I know PowerA is going to come out with better controllers, better wireless controllers like they've done in the past. I think the company just wanted to get something out for its consumers so they could be able to supply something right away, which is not a surprise.
like we did our PowerA Switch 2 case. That seemed like it was more of a rushed product to get out. Not saying it's an awful product, but it's good for the short term, not a long term option, I would say. This is probably a controller that you would give to your little brother or a guest or whoever whenever you're playing games. Not a bad controller, but not the best controller. What's important, though, it has all the features that you need. The 3.5 millimeter jack for headsets, your C button for game chat, and everything else. It does its job. $40. You get a 10-foot USB cable to connect to the Switch 2, which is easy to connect to, obviously. But I recommend it if you're just looking to, save a little bit of money. I do like the Switch 2 Pro controller. I have it over here. So I do use this one a little bit more, honestly. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do use this one a little bit more. Well, this one a little bit more. This one is very lighter. This one, like a really light controller. The material isn't as quality as the Switch 2 Pro controller, but that's what you get for spending $40. And with that, everyone, that's all I got for you today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment below if you have any questions regarding the PowerA Advantage controller for the Switch 2. I'll see you guys next time.